taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense has the ball first today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Got a man. It's Virgil. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been...
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Trying to surge it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sure hands, it's Douglas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Morton. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. The tag. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He's trying to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
How about they change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Joyner. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback moving. And the rush will get... to 25.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Goes to the option. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life. Now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Morton. Got the quick pass. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. He'll pitch it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Nice move there. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Johnson looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snags it over the middle. About to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 10 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until a final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Number 96 on the field.
Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
We are just about ready to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Absolutely nowhere to go as as this defense makes a third down stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Caught in the backfield. It's Bradley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Spins away from one. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. On the option. Now the toss. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raider. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. He wants to change this route. Makes the quick grab.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wildcats in the hurry up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Making side adjustments here. Johnson wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB? And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Motion from the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The option look. He'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Morton. Makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Salt interwove, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Mom. camera. I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Joyner. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Back to throw, it's Morton. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Now on first and 10 from the 35. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Kansas State knows the clock's on its side. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over.